Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A square board with a handle underneath, used by masons to hold or carry mortar. An advocate of an aggressive policy on foreign relations. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Clear mucus or food from one's throat. Diurnal bird of prey typically having short rounded wings and a long tail. Hunt with hawks. The tribes like to hawk in the desert. A square board with a handle underneath, used by masons to hold or carry mortar. An academic cap with a flat square with a tassel on top. An advocate of an aggressive policy on foreign relations. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Wrangle, over a price, terms of an agreement, etc. A seller of shoddy goods. A person who writes radio or TV advertisements. Someone who purchases and maintains an inventory of goods to be sold. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Set the level or character of. She pitched her speech to the teenagers in the audience. Any of various dark heavy viscid substances obtained as a residue. Abrupt up and down motion, as caused by a ship or other conveyance. The pitching and tossing was quite exciting. Promotion by means of an argument and demonstration. An all-fours game in which the first card led as a trump. A sports field with predetermined dimensions for playing soccer. Throw or hurl from the mound to the batter, as in baseball. The pitcher delivered the ball. Heel over. Be at an angle. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Erect and fasten. Pitch a tent. Move abruptly. A high approach shot in golf. Baseball. The act of throwing a baseball by a pitcher to a batter. Degree of deviation from a horizontal plane. The roof had a steep pitch. Throw or toss with a light motion. A vendor's position, especially on the sidewalk. He was employed to see that his paper's news pitches were not trespassed upon by rival vendors. Fall or plunge forward. She pitched over the railing of the balcony. Hit, a golf ball, in a high arc with a backspin. Lead, a card, and establish the trump suit. Set to a certain pitch. He pitched his voice very low. The action or manner of throwing something. His pitch fell short and his hat landed on the floor. The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration. Sell or offer for sale from place to place. Clear mucus or food from one's throat. Get on board of trains, buses, ships, aircraft, etc. A table at which meals are served. A feast was spread upon the board. A flat portable surface, usually rectangular, designed for board games. He got out the board and set up the pieces. Live and take one's meals at or in. She rooms in an old boarding house. Food or meals in general. Room and board. A printed circuit that can be inserted into expansion slots in a computer to increase the computer's capabilities. A vertical surface on which information can be displayed to public view. Electrical device consisting of a flat insulated surface that contains switches and dials and meters for controlling other electrical devices. Suddenly the board lit up like a Christmas tree. A stout length of sawn timber, made in a wide variety of sizes and used for many purposes. A committee having supervisory powers. The board has 7 members. A flat piece of material designed for a special purpose. He nailed boards across the windows. Lodge and take meals, at. Provide food and lodging, for. The old lady is boarding 3 men. A person who advocates war or warlike policies. A person who advocates war or warlike policies. Deliver to an enemy by treachery. Do business. Offer for sale as for one's livelihood. The brothers sell shoes. Be approved of or gain acceptance. Be responsible for the sale of. Be sold at a certain price or in a certain way. These books sell like hotcakes. Exchange or deliver for money or its equivalent. She sells her body to survive and support her drug habit. Give up for a price or reward. Persuade somebody to accept something. The French try to sell us their image as great lovers. The activity of persuading someone to buy. It was a hard sell. An agreement between parties, usually arrived at after discussion, fixing obligations of each. He rose to prominence through a series of shady deals. Wood that is easy to saw, from conifers such as pine or fir. Take into consideration for exemplifying purposes. Succeed in doing, achieving, or producing, something, with the limited or inadequate means available. Often followed by, of, a large number or amount or extent. A deal of trouble. Direct the course of, manage or control. A particular instance of buying or selling. It was a package deal. Give out as one's portion or share. Act on verbally or in some form of artistic expression. This book deals with incest. Do business. Offer for sale as for one's livelihood. She deals in gold. Administer or bestow, as in small portions. Deal a blow to someone. The cards held in a card game by a given player at any given time. Be in charge of, act on, or dispose of. I can deal with this crew of workers. A plank of softwood, fir or pine board. Behave in a certain way towards others. He deals fairly with his employees. Distribute cards to the players in a game. Who's dealing? Give, a specific card, to a player. He dealt me the queen of spades. Sell. Deal hashish. Take action with respect to, someone or something. How are we going to deal with this problem? The act of apportioning or distributing something. The captain was entrusted with the deal of provisions. The act of distributing playing cards. The deal was passed around the table clockwise. The type of treatment received, especially as the result of an agreement. He got a good deal on his car. Engage in the trade of. An equal exchange. Steady winds blowing from east to west above and below the equator. They rode the trade winds going west. People who perform a particular kind of skilled work. As they say in the trade. The business given to a commercial establishment by its customers. A particular instance of buying or selling. I had no further trade with him. Turn in as payment or part payment for a purchase. Trade in an old car for a new one. Exchange or give something in exchange for. Do business. Offer for sale as for one's livelihood. The skilled practice of a practical occupation. He learned his trade as an apprentice. Be traded at a certain price or under certain conditions. The stock traded around $20 a share. The commercial exchange, buying and selling on domestic or international markets, of goods and services. Venice was an important center of trade with the East. A sudden noisy expulsion of air from the lungs that clears the air passages. A common symptom of upper respiratory infection or bronchitis or pneumonia or tuberculosis. Exhale abruptly, as when one has a chest cold or congestion. The smoker coughs all day. Any of numerous carnivorous birds that hunt and kill other animals. Any of numerous carnivorous birds that hunt and kill other animals. Any of numerous carnivorous birds that hunt and kill other animals. Pursue for food or sport, as of wild animals. An association of huntsmen who hunt for sport. The activity of looking thoroughly in order to find something or someone. United States architect, 1827 to 1895. The work of finding and killing or capturing animals for food or pelts. Pursue or chase relentlessly. The hunters traced the deer into the woods. British writer who defended the Romanticism of Keats and Shelley, 1784 to 1859. The pursuit and killing or capture of wild animals regarded as a sport. Englishman and pre-Raphaelite painter, 1827 to 1910. Pursue for food or sport, as of wild animals. Goering often hunted wild boars in Poland. An instance of searching for something. The hunt for submarines. Chase away, as with force. They hunted the unwanted immigrants out of the neighborhood. Oscillate about a desired speed, position, or state to an undesirable extent. The oscillator hunts about the correct frequency. Search, an area, for prey. The king used to hunt these forests. Seek, search for. She hunted for her reading glasses but was unable to locate them. Yaw back and forth about a flight path. A small stream. Have a particular form. The story or argument runs as follows. Perform as expected when applied. Does this old car still run well? Compete in a race. He is running the marathon this year. Become undone. A row of unraveled stitches. She got a run in her stocking. A score in baseball made by a runner touching all 4 bases safely. The Yankees scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th. run, stand, or compete for an office or a position. Who's running for treasurer this year? Come unraveled or undone as if by snagging. Her nylons were running. Direct or control projects, businesses, etc. She is running a relief operation in the Sudan. Extend or continue for a certain period of time. The film runs 5 hours. A race between candidates for elective office. He is raising money for a Senate run. Include as the content, broadcast or publicize. Pass over, across, or through. The act of testing something. Travel a route regularly. Carry out a process or program, as on a computer or a machine. Run a new program on the Mac. Flee. Take to one's heels, cut and run. If you see this man, run. Cause something to pass or lead somewhere. Have a tendency or disposition to do or be something, be inclined. These dresses run small. Stretch out over a distance, space, time, or scope. Run or extend between 2 points or beyond a certain point. Service runs all the way to Cranberry. The act of running, traveling on foot at a fast pace. He broke into a run. Cause to emit recorded audio or video. Keep company. The heifers run with the bulls to produce offspring. Change or be different within limits. Interest rates run from 5 to 10%. Deal in illegally, such as arms or liquor. Continue to exist. A race run on foot. She broke the record for the half-mile run. An unbroken series of events. Nicholas had a run of birdies. Reduce or cause to be reduced from a solid to a liquid state, usually by heating. The pouring forth of a fluid. American football. A play in which a player attempts to carry the ball through or past the opposing team. The defensive line braced to stop the run. Be diffused. These dyes and colors are guaranteed not to run. Move along, of liquids. Progress by being changed. Run through your presentation before the meeting. Pursue for food or sport, as of wild animals. The dogs are running deer. An unbroken chronological sequence. The play had a long run on Broadway. A regular trip. The ship made its run in record time. A short trip. Take a run into town. Be affected by, be subjected to. Run at temperature. Be operating, running or functioning. The car is still running, turn it off. Carry out. Run an errand. Cause an animal to move fast. Run the dogs. Cause to perform. Run a subject. Change from one state to another. Run amok. Cover by running. Run a certain distance. Make without a miss. Move about freely and without restraint, or act as if running around in an uncontrolled way. Who are these people running around in the building? Move fast by using one's feet, with 1 foot off the ground at any given time. Don't run, you'll be out of breath. Occur persistently. Musical talent runs in the family. Run with the ball, in such sports as football. Sail before the wind. Set animals loose to graze. The continuous period of time during which something, a machine or a factory, operates or continues in operation. The assembly line was on a 12-hour run. The production achieved during a continuous period of operation, of a machine or factory, etc. A daily run of 100,000 gallons of paint. Travel rapidly, by any, unspecified, means. She always runs to Italy, because she has a lover there. Unrestricted freedom to use. He has the run of the house. Pursue for food or sport, as of wild animals. Large hawk of the northern hemisphere that feeds chiefly on small rodents and is beneficial to farmers. North American hawk with reddish-brown shoulders. Bluish-gray North American hawk having a darting flight. Non-technical term for any hawk said to prey on poultry. Bluish-gray North American hawk having a darting flight. An unfledged or nestling hawk. Diurnal birds of prey having long pointed powerful wings adapted for swift flight. Hunt with falcons. The tribes like to falcon in the desert. Large harmless hawk found worldwide that feeds on fish and builds a bulky nest often occupied for years.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.